What Type Wednesday?
Jay, happy Valentine's Day. This comes out on Valentine's Day. I just remembered.
Thank you, my love.
Dude, do you remember getting sweet Valentine's Day cards at school? I'm sure you had Mario
Yes.
ones, right?
Probably like Ninja
maybe
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. I definitely had Ninja Turtle ones.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. That just seems like a good guess. Maybe Mario. I don't know. I would love to know. I would love to go back in time. As much as I remember, I'm always like telling you these very specific memories.
Right.
I remember nothing about Valentine's.
I do remember having either something like on our desk, like almost like we made a mailbox or something. So then you would go around and put your Valentines in each kid's desk mailbox, and
Yeah,
then
I
we'd get to
remember
reading them.
that a lot more than I actually remember the specific cards that I gave out. But yeah,
Right, and I'm sure, I picked whatever was, cool to me, G.I. Joe or
right.
E-Man, or I'm sure it was Ninja Turtles, 'cause I definitely remember seeing those. But now going to stores, Target and Walmart and all that, they have all the Valentines out. I
Yeah.
do see almost some of the same ones, like
You know what, in my brain last night, you know what I thought about?
Uh-huh.
This is just shows the weird inner workings of my brain. I thought, a company that could have really done well making Valentine's Day cards this year? The cup company Stanley. Because all these little girls that love freaking Stanley would
Uh-huh.
definitely buy Stanley Valentines, and think about it, like, this little girl could give you a Valentine's with, like, a purple Stanley, or you could get the yellow Stanley or
Oh,
the blue
you're
Stanley.
saying the card looks like a Stanley Cup?
Well, the card would just have one of the cups on it with, like, the colors,
Oh, I see, okay.
you know? And they could think of, like, some clever something to go along with whatever color is on the cup, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
I just feel like middle school girls and grade school girls
Right.
totally go for that.
I could see it.
I don't know. Stanley, if you want the idea, I just want royalties.
So I did watch a little video. I came across this guy's YouTube channel. We watched a few videos. He does like deep dives into culture and phenomenons, and he talked about the Stanley Cup. And to sum up the video in a short few sentences, he basically said the owner of Stanley Cups had tried this. He's seen sneaker culture,
Mhm.
how they would do random drops of custom sneakers, like limited sneakers, and people
Yep.
would go crazy. And he either bought in or something with Crocs, the shoe company there,
Yes.
and did crazy collaborations with Crocs and did that limited drop, and it worked well. So he transferred that over to the cup industry and started doing this limited drops, artificial, like limited of them, and people went nuts for it, and it like worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to these girls that I work with on Friday. I work at a school on Fridays, and they all have their little Stanley Cups. And, one of them had, like, this really hot pink one, and the other girls were like, "Oh, I regret not buying that specific one when it came out," you know? And so I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I saw that cup, and somebody was asking, like, $100 for it. I'm sure it was, like, $35 when it first came out because it's, like, the 30 ounce,
You're right.
and I was just like, "This is insanity." Like, you can just, like, buy these and resell 'em. People that are that my daughter has 2 of them. My wife has none of them, surprisingly, but, I'll stick with my Yeti that I got as a free Christmas or wedding gift that somebody put my name on.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have them. Um, I guess this is a thing if you go to StockX here
Yeah.
and look. Here's the pink one. So $270 was the last sale for
Jeez,
that
dude.
pink Stanley Starbucks Target exclusive quencher 40-ounce tumbler.
Does your wife have a Stanley Cup?
No, no. She bought, we were at Disney and she bought like a Starbucks like
Like,
resealable thing,
tumbler?
and it was like, $15 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's not going for that. And then I like this company. What were they called here? Summit. And I bought two yellow ones. I bought this one. This one is a 22 ounce,
Yeah,
and I put the question mark sticker on it to look like a Mario block,
there you
and
go.
the other one I got is like it's gotta be like a 80 ounce or it's huge, and I was like, "That's good for me, I can fill up and go to car shows or conventions and have that full water that's cold and not have to worry about running out. Because being at convention stuff, I'm always so parched talking to everyone, and I'm like, "Oh, come on," and they have different tops you can put on, so I have one that flips open like this, and it's a straw, but I have another one that's just pops open and you could drink it, and yeah, these serve me well. It's got a dent on here from me dropping it so much, but the nice metal container holds up well, so pretty good. It's turned into some cup, water cup talk in here.
Yeah, yeah, don't really know why, and, also, I don't know what happened to me.
Jay's gone. He had camera issues. I
That's
had
right.
camera issues today on my live stream, and someone was like, "We're gonna start calling you NES Addict." I was like,
That's hilarious.
"Burn."
I know, right? Wow. I'm trying to come back. If it doesn't come back in just a second, I will switch cameras, but until then, what else you wanna talk about, Russ?
Well, I was gonna say, what do you normally do anything for your wife for Valentine's Day? Because it's funny, my wife's like, "We never do gifts," and she's like, "Don't get me anything or, like, flowers or anything."
So, my wife was like I was laying in bed earlier because I got the kids down, and I knew I had a little bit of time before the podcast, and, she said, "Are you in bed for the night?" And I was like, "No, I got the podcast." She goes, "Oh, will you run to Target and get me some makeup?" So, I literally, like, went to Target, picked up some makeup for her, and then, like, when I came home, I was like, "Hey, guess what?" I was like, "This can be your Valentine's," and she's like, "Alright." So, like, that she was excited about that.
There you go. So, worked out. You didn't have to guess what you wanted.
Exactly.
We are doing at Costco since Valentine's Day is coming up and I work in the bakery, we're doing chocolate covered strawberries. So we get pallets of fresh strawberries in, we have to wash them, trim the long stems, then dip them in chocolate, wait for that to harden, and then we get white chocolate that we drizzle over the top of it. So you get a little like line design on there. And then we pack, I forget how many pounds it is per container. They just go by weight, not how many strawberries. So some of them you can get 6, some of them you get 10 if they're a bunch of small ones, so who knows? So that's a
And I'm
treat.
back.
Jay's back. Welcome back.
Who knows why? Well, let's see. What was I gonna tell you, Russ?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I was gonna give you an update on the weight.
On the weight?
Yeah, because remember last week we
Oh,
talked about
wait.
me.
I'm like WAIT? No, WEIGHT, the weight.
There you go. Good job. Uh, so basically, I'm down to like 189. I was about 193 when I started, I think. So I've lost about 4 pounds. I've been going to the gym consistently. I went 3 times the first week, but I was doing these curls, and I think I briefly mentioned this last Wednesday, and I like inflamed my biceps really bad, and they basically hurt until like Sunday or Monday. Like it was like intense pain too. Like I could barely straighten my arms out. I guess I just overdid it. But so I went to the gym 3 times last week, and so far I've been 3 times this week, and the plan is to go back tomorrow and maybe even Friday or Saturday to get a good 5 days in. So things are going well. I'm eating better. My wife, I did tell her that I was mad at her tonight because she bought a big pack of like generic Fruity Pebbles type cereal called Dino Bites, Fruity Dino
Okay.
Bites. So I had a bowl of those. So shame on me. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. That's good to hear, sticking with it. It's getting into that routine and finding the time to do it. I definitely wanna get into some type of workout, just fitting it into the schedule. I really would like to find some type of program that has like a checklist involved because
Yeah.
I'm doing singing lessons and he has a nice spreadsheet. I can almost I could bring it up here and show you guys. And again, I only paid 17 bucks for this. It's like a 30-day singing lesson.
Russ, I got the perfect idea for you.
Okay.
Start a workout YouTube channel, and then you'll have to work out.
Who was do you remember Elizabeth Panos?
I don't have a clue who that is.
Ah, that's from that's like early Retro Liberty days. She was on the channel Game Hunting with them, and she ended up starting a, fitness YouTube channel.
Elizabeth Panos.
I believe that was her name.
And she was on Retro Liberty?
Yeah, like, game hunting wise.
Like a
Right bef
lot? Like often?
not a whole lot, but towards the end, yeah, I doubt you'll be able to find any videos of her
Jeez,
on
how
there.
do I not remember who this is? I gotta ask Riff.
So here's the little chart that I have that breaks down, and it has you click on this, and it'll give you the video for the singing lesson, and then you check it when you complete whatever lesson it is. So I'm up to I did this today, so I'll check that, and then you rate how your voice was below average, okay. Mine was good today, so I'm on to day 12, chest voice workout part 2, and I have 3 videos. And, I'll be able to access this on my phone, so if I'm driving in the car, I can select the video, and then it will play the audio, and I can sing it. So if I could find something cool like this that's like, "Do this workout on this day,
Yeah.
and here's the video," or like the
Yep.
quick instructions, I
Yeah.
feel like that would help me focus better than me trying to find the right workout video. I don't know, I guess I could create my own playlist or something like that, or I mean, I guess I could do Ring Fit Adventure, right, on Switch.
Honestly, honestly, I think if you just did push-ups and increased your number of push-ups by like 1 or 2 every day
Yeah,
and like some bicep curls, maybe just some squats with like body weight and like if you have any dumbbells, like use those too and some lunges, like you can do a lot with just your body weight.
right. And there's so many different ways to do push-ups.
Yeah,
You can literally
close
do push-ups
hand,
against the wall
wide
if you're on
push-ups,
yeah,
yeah, target different parts of your chest. Planks are amazing. I'm a big firm believer in
like going
planks.
on your forearms and just, like, holding up, like
Yep,
planking?
yep,
Okay,
trying to keep your body nice and flat. It's really good for your core, and your core is like the foundation of everything else, because it's like the middle of you, what stabilizes you.
right.
Um, so yeah, there's a ton of stuff you could do, like even at your home, like 20, 30 minutes. I'm sure you could, dude. I bet there's YouTube videos you could watch that like there's
I'm
probably
sure.
some channel where it's like working out with no weights. You could probably like Google something like that and find it
Yeah,
no problem.
I'll have to do some time to do the research. I did try many years ago the, insanity workout.
Yeah, there you go, like Insanity or P90X, something like that.
And that did have like a format to where this video this day, this video this day,
Yep.
which I did like. Someone had sent me like a bootleg copy or whatever have you, where I had the files. I don't know where it is now. Maybe you could find it now on what's that site? Pirates Bay.
There you go, Pirate Bay. Yeah.
Similar to P90X was another like one of those there. And I have an exercise bike. It's just at mom's, and I was hoping to bring it here and kind of use that. But I mean, even with the exercise bike, that's just working out one area, I feel like.
Here's the thing. I think the key to a successful exercise program is it has to be uh strength based and like building muscle. Okay. Cause like running is great, but running is strictly cardio. And I don't know if about you, but I've seen lots of fat marathon runners because what you need is you need you need to build muscle
Mhm.
because A, it tightens your body up. B, muscle burns fat at rest. So you can
Okay.
do all the cardio you want. Cardio is good for your heart. That's
Right.
really all it's good for. Your heart and endurance, okay? So like if you're going to be an athlete, cardio is really important because you got to be able to keep up with
Keep
all the other
going.
fast people.
Yep.
Or if you think that there might be a zombie apocalypse and you're going to have to run a long ways, then your cardio is great. But other than that, like as far as like fat loss goes, um cardio is only so good. Now there's like you can like do walking, you can actually burn more fat walking than I think even running. Because you want your heart rate between like 100 and like 16 or 17 and like 123 beats per minute. Like that's like for some reason like a target for like weight loss. But building muscle is the key.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Yep. Jay, your fitness expert. I mean, you guys can tell that I'm such a fitness expert. Just look at last week's thumbnail.
I was like, "Jay, do you mind if I put this as the thumbnail and draw on some people? Expose
Yeah.
yourself."
I absolutely don't care. What I told Russ is like, dude, I already put it on Instagram. Like, what are you going?
Right.
It's already out there. Who cares? And like I said, in 2 months, you guys are going to be like, whoa, Jay, how'd you do that?
Bada bing.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Knowledge is power. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of people now are focused on you get the New Year's resolutions. So a lot of people are, let's hit the gym, let's do better me, new year, and all this. The main thing would be sticking with it where consistency. If you do, what do they say? If you do something for,
21 days, is it?
I forget the number.
I think it's 21.
That sounds pretty good.
Wish
21
my
days,
friends were 21. Sorry.
then it becomes a heck of a lot easier. That's why with my singing lessons, I had gotten like a cold and I didn't want to just stop and not do them for like 5 days till I got better or a week or whatever. So I still did the morning warm up and I just continued it every day and I didn't progress in the lesson, but I was still singing just to have it there. Because I'm like, I want to get into the habit. So I keep it going. So it's going well. I've been chatting with my old drummer, Anthony, and he got an electronic drum set. So
Nice.
he's like, I learned how to record the drums. So if you want to send me some guitar tracks, I can send back some drum tracks to it. So I was like, okay, that's dope. We could start trying to write some music and we don't have to be in the same room. The only thing I'll have to try to find like a click track. This
Yeah.
way I'm playing on time. So when I send it to him, he can play on time.
Right, right.
So that'll be cool. He also said he wanted to help out with Russ Man doing some kids songs as well. He plays piano too. So I was like, yeah, I'm down for anyone who wants to help out. We'll get that going.
The song I'm gonna write is gonna be about a stink bug.
Okay.
So that's all I know right now. I just have to sit down and think about it.
Stink bug. It's
Yep.
a fun one. My
You
wife found one the other day and she was talking to her coworker and they're like, you can't kill them because they're going to release the smell. You have to like capture them and throw them out
that's
outside.
right.
That's
You
like,
can't if you squish them, then the stink comes out.
that's it.
Maybe that'll be my song.
That could be. Don't
Don't squish the stink
I
bug,
was gonna say
or the
that joke.
stink's gonna come out. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
It's kids songs. Keep it simple.
That's right.
I was playing. I busted out my guitar a little bit, and I was playing some Blink 182, and I was trying to relearn some of the songs. I was learning "What's My Age Again" and all the small things,
Have
and
you learned any of the
practicing
new
singing.
ones?
No, it's like I should dive into that. Try to.
If you can play more than you know, you'll be my hero.
Okay,
Because that's my favorite song. Well, that and Turpentine.
right.
What's your favorite song on the new album? Sorry to get back into blank
Um,
for those of you
I
listening.
I do like Anthem Part 3.
Yeah, me
It
too.
gets very catchy, and for it to be an opening track. Also, if we're talking pop punk, I don't know if you listen to Neck Deep. They put out a new album.
Neck deep. No.
They're from Australia and they're like a pop punk band. And the new album's pretty awesome. And that's been on my rotation.
So speaking of pop punk bands, last night I was going down the YouTube rabbit hole and somehow this Jerry Springer video popped up. And there was a band on the Jerry Springer album or show. And let's see, what was I'm trying to find it. It was on my YouTube videos last night. I was watching them and they're from Pennsylvania, I think. And they're called uh 10 Count Fall.
Oh, can't say I heard of them.
And 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 they were surprisingly decent for a pop punk band like 12, 14, 15 years ago.
And I never seen bands on Jerry Springer before.
Well, I don't know how Jerry Springer gets his clientele that
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like, "Hey, you wanna pretend to do this?" Or I don't know if it's staged or real, you know what I mean?
right.
But anyway, so every comment on their band was, "Jerry sent me. Jerry came here from Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer was the best thing that ever happened to this band." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's the only reason anybody comes and looks them up."
10 Count Fall.
Yeah, they sound very pop punky. I mean, it's like they could have been like a opener for New Found Glory or Good Charlotte or Simple Plan or any of those bands. But basically, the guy's like, "I wanna I not" he has a girlfriend, and he's like, "I don't wanna date this girl anymore, I'm a rocker." It's
Oh,
real
so this is him
this
on
yeah,
yeah.
that's him, yeah,
So they're interviewing the singer.
yeah,
I'm a rock star, baby.
yeah, and he's real arrogant, and, it's funny. So,
Oh,
like
so they bring out a girl and so that's the deal with it, like,
so I don't know if it's like a stick, like, I don't like, to me, it seems fake, who knows, like,
so this is only a 7-minute clip, but they must have played at some point on the
well
show then
well,
or
no, what happened was he see, it says RJ from 10 Count Fall,
right.
so then I went and looked up 10 Count Fall, and
I
that's
see.
when his band came up.
Oh, I see. So you didn't see the band perform on Jerry Springer.
No.
The singer was just on Jerry Springer.
Yeah, and I was like, "I wonder how crappy this
How
dude's
the
band is,"
right.
like, and then I was like, "Okay, that's actually." I mean, it's pretty cheesy, but it's still, like, it's decent pop punk, like, they got some talent, like, I think if
They
their songs would've been a little deeper,
right.
you know?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, like, I do like that on Spotify, they do suggest certain bands similar, and then I'm
Mhm.
like, "Oh, what is this band?" And I'll go check out their discography, and it's like, they put it out something in 2008 and 2010, and then that was it, and I was like, "Where was this band when I was listening to this music in 2008?"
Right. Like, this is like a band you could have co-toured with, Russ, and you guys would've, like, been right there together, like, the same
Right.
style and stuff.
There was a cool band we played with in New Hampshire, and they had a sweet name. They were they were called, Copplepot, like
The Penguin's last name, Cobblepot?
oh, no, from Goonies, Chester Copplepot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, that's pretty neat." But, yeah, definitely miss playing, so I'm hoping to write some new music.
Yeah.
I'm excited this Friday well, while we're recording it, this had already happened, but I'm going to MXPX and the Ataris in the city. So,
Are you
mm,
guys gonna write your, like, self-titled album? Like, you're gonna go dark and more mature now that you're a dad, you know?
maybe. Throw some swear words in there, you know?
"It's pretty crappy changing diapers." Just kidding. I was gonna use another word, but I edited myself. It's a family show.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting for my wife's finishing up the project in the hallway to hang up all my guitars, so then they're more accessible.
There you go.
I have one out, and Gwen, when she gets into my room, she definitely goes to it and, like, hits the strings,
Ding, ding,
and
ding.
she's
Yeah,
laughing, and then I was playing the acoustic, and she came over and was, like, banging on it, so she's definitely into music,
that's awesome.
so we'll see if she's gonna drum or play guitar or what have you.
We bought my daughter a guitar last Christmas, and she's always talking about how much she hates school, and
Okay,
I'm like, "Ellery, if you hate school so much, learn to play this guitar. You can be the next Taylor Swift," you know?
there you go.
That's right. It's that easy.
I was to say anything about Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
It would have already passed when you guys listen to this, so
I
congratulations to the 49ers or the Chiefs.
Yeah, go 49ers. Chiefs suck. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't. I'm gonna be completely honest. If it doesn't happen on ice, I don't care.
Fair enough. Oh, well, speaking of ice then, if you wanna get some ice things, I seen a bunch of videos. Have you seen Justin Bieber playing some hockey?
Yeah, I saw Justin Bieber playing hockey. I watched the All Star game. He's from Toronto,
Everyone's
so
like, "Are you surprised?" Like, he's been playing hockey forever, like
shout out to Ron Man Gaming from St. Catharines, Ontario, just south of Toronto, right next to Niagara Falls.
nice.
There's your geography lesson for the day.
Perfect. Come here, you learn about, what to do for your wife to get Valentine's gifts, your workout, what you could do to get fit for your life,
Yeah,
and, some geography.
and don't put stink bugs in your mouth. Boom.
Boom, there's your lessons for Word Pipe Wednesday. Did you have, were we gonna try to do shout outs every week on this
Yeah,
channel? I
sure,
didn't know what was going
sure.
on with it. We're trying to new segments here to spice it
Sure.
up a little bit.
I know the people I'll shout out.
Sweet. So let's get a little creator shout out.
Hey, check this out.
Hey, check this out. What is this?
I don't
What are you
know.
miming?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Nope, I'm not muted.
Oh.
Jay's headphones came unplugged.
Maybe no shout outs then.
It's Jay can't hear me.
Hold on,
Or
maybe I turned the volume down.
I don't know what you did. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
I
now?
got nothing.
You got nothing.
Feel free to shout out whoever you want.
Well, let's see.
Ron Man Gaming.
Ron Man Game. I guess so.
Since
Let's
I already
pull
mentioned he's from St. Catharines.
let's pull up his channel
Pull up
and
his
you
channel.
guys can check
I'm
it out.
reading your lips now. Why can't I hear? This is so lame.
So we got Ron Man Gaming. He's got 1.41K subs. Not a whole lot, but
So I don't know. Sorry, I
still
see you
up and
talking.
coming.
I'm
166 videos here. And
he does like SNES reviews,
okay.
NES reviews, um, little talks like the Addict, NES games I wish I liked, what I hate about retro games, all kind of stuff. So
And last video you put out was 12 days ago.
I love his voice. I love listening. I could listen to Ron talk all day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not subscribed, so I'll give him a subscription here. I still got to watch the one we shouted out last week as well, because we're going to find some new creators here. Ron Man Gaming. You guys are into retro games? Well, check them out. Give them a follow.
I gotcha. I hear you again.
Jay's back in business.
I don't know if I accidentally hit mute or something. I don't know what happened, but I hear you now. Okay, good. That makes me happy.
Technology.
It's a beautiful thing when it works.
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I'm going to give a quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. We got Dan and Nicole's Treasures Untold, Joe Sheevy, Trace Living Good, Samantha Chang, Rodney Torres, Retroholic 16, and Austin Mills. You can support the show over at patreon.com/Russ Lyman. And you can give us a call too. Leave us a voicemail at 949-682-9277. That's 949-682-WARP. You can tell us a suggestion of a topic you want us to talk about, comment on a past episode, or what have you. And we'll check it out. Catch new episodes every Wednesday, every Saturday at 7 a.m. here on YouTube, or listen online where you get your podcast. That sums it up for this one, guys. As always, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit.